Who made it? Is this digital or
digital 3D model?
Crazy.
Wow. That's amazing. The detail is stunning.
Wow! That's closer to reality than any other that I've seen yet.
Gosh, perfect. The nose, the leaves, it looks really good. Wow, it's good.
Wow. How do you create this?
I made 10 versions before, and this is the final Gurudeva Murtis.
Wow.
Oh wow. That's beautiful. It's really, really, really great. It's the best one I've seen so far.
I know it's been tough for lots of us since Srila Gurudeva left. After his leaving, we've been missing his physical presence. But hey, I've got good news. Srila Gurudeva has decided finally, after a lot of work, to be able to manifest physically again. What you see here in front of you is a 3D sculpting of Srila Gurudeva, which basically is a digital version of Srila Gurudeva, and we can turn that into a Murti. So we're going to take this and make it into Murtis for Navadvip, for Vrindavan, and also it's going to be Murtis which you can take home and worship and serve yourselves. You know Srimati Shamarani Didi, the master artist? She said that she thinks that this 3D rendition, this 3D sculpting of Srila Gurudeva is a perfect rendition of Srila Gurudeva. Her quote is actually here on the screen right now. The thing is, we can't make these Murtis one at a time. We're making a few big Murtis for the temples, and if you want a big Murti, definitely let us know, because they need to be made all in one go. We're making for the Samadhi temple, we're making for temples in Vrindavan, probably for Badger and other places as well. But more specifically, for the small size Murtis, the ones that you can take at your home, you can worship, you can love, you can serve, you can dress, those Murtis, we can't produce them one at a time. They have to be produced in a big bunch at a time. So what we're doing is we're going to produce 500 or 1,000 Murtis, and it really depends on how many devotees want them. Now this takes some money to be able to make the Murtis in one go, so we made a fundraiser on gurumurti.com, I think it's there below, and with this fundraiser, what you'll be able to do is be able to pre-order your Murtis, so we can know how many devotees want their Murtis, and with the amount of funds that are raised, then we'll use that to produce the Murtis all together, so it's cheaper for everybody, and also we've done something else special in this, is we know that Srila Gurudeva has a lot of disciples. He has a lot of followers, especially in Bengal. When we go to Navadvip Parikram, we see there's thousands of Bengalis, they're doing Parikram and they're walking, these old ladies and that. They're some of the poorest people on the planet. They don't have money, but they love Gurudeva and they want Gurudeva in their house. So what we've arranged is that on gurumurti.com, anybody who orders one Murti ahead of time, then we'll donate one Murti on your behalf. So if you order one Murti for you to take and worship in your house, then someone else will be able to, who can't afford it, who doesn't have the money, will be able to get a Murti as well for them. And because we're producing them all together, it's still not costing you too much extra. We're actually making it as cheap as possible for devotees to be able to get Murtis and to be able to worship them like this. So we have to give the factory an order of how many Murtis we're going to produce. So we have a deadline, and that deadline is September 10th. By September 10th, it will be your last opportunity to get Murtis. There's going to be no other opportunity to get Murtis later. So I urge you, please order your Murtis now. We've got all these beautiful little packages of Murtis, which means that you can get like a Singhasan or these special thrones for Srila Gurudeva. I think I've got a video and some pictures also on the website, and special cloth sets that were custom made for the Murti and things like this. So you choose your package on gurumurti.com, choose the highest package possible, because then we'll be able to donate more Murtis on your behalf, and then by September 10th we will be able to make the order with the factory, and then after that, when they're produced, the Murtis will come and reach you in your home. So please go to gurumurti.com and do this. One thing is, you might be thinking, well, I'm just going to wait till I see the Murtis. That's not going to happen. What you're seeing in front of you, what you're seeing on this website, those pictures, that's the physical form of how the Murtis are going to use. Then there's going to be painting, which is going to make it even better, right? You can also order your Murti without painting. Just let us know in the email if you want to paint it yourself. That's also okay. But after that, because they're going to be produced in one go, we're not going to be able to produce more. So we're only going to produce as many as orders are there. So order now, get this fundraiser happening. Share it on Facebook, share it with all your friends, email everyone. Now is the time to get Srila Gurudeva. I know some people have seen some other Murtis around and you're like, I want to wait for the best one. I actually started making these Murtis personally myself because I wanted Gurudev for myself. One Vaishnava, I was going through some problems, and the Vaishnava said, you need a Murti of Srila Gurudev to worship. So I went to the bazaar, Loy Bazaar in India, and I tried to get a Murti of Srila Gurudev, and there was one Murti, and just to be, with no disrespect, it was ugly. It didn't look like Srila Gurudev. I was like, this is not my Gurudev, I can't worship this. So I was like, I know, I'm going to get a Murti of Srila Gurudev, and I'm going to worship him myself. So I worked with 7 different artists, and I started making Murtis of Srila Gurudev, and I made some really nice ones, and I've had devotees send me emails crying. I would sell them for $150 on brajbazaar.com, and I had devotees send me emails crying, thank you for this Murti of Srila Gurudev, and like this, but still it wasn't fully accurate. I wanted to have a Murti that was exactly artistically accurate, exactly looked like Srila Gurudev's face. So I've made 10 Murtis before, 10 Murtis, and I've been keeping track of everyone else who's making Murtis in other places, and none of them quite did it. But this one has. This one is so beautiful. When I first saw it, I cried. So I'm not going to make any other Murtis after this. There's 10 Murtis that were made before which aren't as good as this. Basically, you're not going to get any other Murti better than this. So now, between now and September 10th is your only chance to get a Murti of Srila Gurudev, and it's going to be the best one possible for the best price, and you're going to be helping lots of people get it. So please go to gurumurti.com and get your Murti of Srila Gurudev.
Haribol. So like I was telling you before, I've worked on 10 Murtis of Srila Gurudev. I've done 10 Murtis of Srila Gurudev so far. I wasn't happy. My heart wasn't satisfied. Here's some of them that I've been worshipping for some time. Like here's one. This is my favorite one before this one that has come. This was the first one that was ever made. I have one Murti over here, another one over here. We've also even got a head that I've made of Srila Gurudev, and there's other ones that I'm not even showing you here of Srila Gurudev. And I've done 10 versions before, but because, like I told you, since I was 13 years old, I traveled with Gurudev, I was with Gurudev, I used to serve him every day, and even though I've been so happy to have Srila Gurudev here, because like I get to worship him, I get to feed him, I get to dress him, I can put the turbans on, and I really feel Gurudev's presence. Oftentimes when people come and take darshan on my altar, they say they can feel Srila Gurudev. Right now there's a devotee in the back nodding their head at the video like, yes, I feel Srila Gurudev there. But the exciting thing is that the new Murti that I'm making is completely accurate. It's 100% perfect. And how I know that is because what we did is we had a 3D model that was created. And with that 3D model, what we did was we took Gurudev's exact photo and put it right over the 3D model on the computer and measured every line, every inch, every part of the thing to be completely 100% accurate. You know Srimati Shamarani Didi, the lady who painted Seva Kunj and painted directly under the guidance of Srila Prabhupada, directly under the guidance of our Srila Gurudev. She said that the 3D model version that I made before, not these ones are, I love them, I worship them, right? But this new one, what she said is that that model is completely perfect. So I just wanted to share with you some of the advantages, the best specialness of having a Murti as opposed to having a photo of Srila Gurudev. With the Murti of Srila Gurudev, you can dress him. There's different ways you can dress him. You can dress him like a sannyasi like that. You can dress him like this. We've got these special clothes made to make him a sannyasi like this. Or Srila Gurudev, often he used to wear, you can make it better if you have time and not doing it on camera, right? But then also, Srila Gurudev used to wear his chadar like this sometimes on his shoulder, or often everyone knows Srila Gurudev used to wear the turban like this. And many people actually also don't know, but I'm going to give you guys a little secret. When Srila Gurudev used to go to sleep, he used to wrap his head. It was really cute. He would take his chadar like this and wear it like that when he would go to sleep. So one little meditation that I have when I put Gurudev to sleep, because I have a Murtis, I take the chadar and I put it like this, and when putting him to bed, and it reminds me of when Srila Gurudev used to go to sleep. Also, the advantage is the specialty of having a Murti. Sometimes you can do abhishek if you need to do abhishek. Oftentimes when you're offering flowers or garlands, it's like, how do you put a garland on a picture? The picture bends and it's like trying to latch it on the sides. You probably had those problems before, but if you go to Murti, you can put a little garland on Srila Gurudev. Even here, the tilak, I painted that on with Srila Gurudev. So you see it's actually coming off a little bit. You get a little bit of a paintbrush and you can paint the tilak, or the sandalwood pulp you can put on and you can change it. Also, his hand is like this. You see this was actually copied Srila Gurudev's hand. He would be like this sometimes. It's like a natural thing he would do, and also when he would bless. So you can remember Srila Gurudev's blessing and also just like his natural hand position. But it also works really good because if you have a little japa bag, which comes with the cloth set, you can put a little japa bag on Take some fiddling to put it on properly, and then you can have him be chanting japa like this. And also, it's really cool because what you're supposed to do, sometimes maybe you see pictures, they take a tulsi leaf and stick it in the sandalwood pulp and stick it on the picture like this, because you're putting it in Srila Gurudev's hand, and in Srila Gurudev's hand, he's offering to Radha and Krishna, because we can't approach Radha and Krishna directly. So then his hand also, you can put like tulasi there in Gurudev's hand, or you can even put flowers in Srila Gurudev's hand for him to offer. So the whole point of bhakti, the whole reason why we have deity worship and we have deities, is so that we can remember Srila Gurudev, so that we can serve, so we can connect. So we have Srila Gurudev there, and then we're serving and connecting, and that's coming to Radha and Krishna. And I say from my experience that having Srila Gurudev in my house, in my place, and being able to connect with him is so special. It's so beautiful. You can't get that anywhere else. Okay, cut. Also, when Srila Gurudev used to chant Gayatri mantras, he used to do a mudra. He used to hold his hands like this. Those who were close with him know. He would do this mudra, keep his finger there. It's supposed to like help with meditation. So when we made the Murti of Srila Gurudev, what we did is we made his hands just how it was when he would chant Gayatri, when he would chant his mantras and everything. But also sometimes with Murtis with deities of Prabhupada, I've experienced that there's no space to put the cloth on properly. So we made space so you can put the cloth on Srila Gurudev properly. He's got his hands just how it was, so it's like you get to remember Srila Gurudev. Everything has to be just real how it was. Like this is the way that sannyasis wear clothes. You can put this on, and oops, his turban came off. And you could put on the sannyasi turiya, and Srila Gurudev can wear it like that. Cut. Another thing is Srila Gurudev, like I'm wearing a kurta, right? And some sannyasis wear like that. Gurudev didn't wear kurta so much. He used to wear bugle bundis, those things that you could tie. So when I got the Murtis made, I got special cloth made, which is these bugle bundis, these Murtis where you can tie, specially made for these things. It was just how Srila Gurudev used to have it. So you can bring that to remembering Srila Gurudev, exactly how he was and what he used to wear in part of this. We're trying to make this, as a real experience of having Srila Gurudev in your heart and home as possible. New thing you're gonna have to edit. Also, do you want to save it? So we made these little packages for being able to donate Srila Gurudev's Murtis, and I'm going to describe those a little bit later. But some of the things in the packages is this. For 150 devotees, because we only have a limited amount. Over here I've got a little bit of a cloth. There was one piece of cloth that I have, I guess I should show it to you, but it's all packed away right now. That when Srila Gurudev entered into Samadhi, I had that piece of cloth, and it wiped Srila Gurudev's body. So after he entered into Samadhi, he stayed the night in Navadvip, a very emotional time, and then they took him, he went on parikram, then he did a final abhishek with ghee, with yogurt, with this, and I was standing right next to him. And then what was wiped after, I did this myself, what was wiped on his body, that cloth, I have some of that cloth. So for the first 150 devotees that get the Murti of Srila Gurudev, I've taken little bits of that cloth. There's also from inside the Samadhi some of the salt and sand and everything from the body of Srila Gurudev, completely with his energy, with his Shakti. We have them in these little boxes, and the first 150 devotees, I get one of these along with the package that they get. So make sure you get one of these, because these are special. Also, I have a few of these, some devotees were giving them out before, and I saved a few because I wanted to share them with some devotees, but this is Gurudev's Charnamrita. It's Gurudev's foot-bathed water, and I only have a few of these. A small number, but some of the devotees who order, I think the $500 packages or the $300 like this, then they'll also get a little vial of Srila Gurudev's Charnamrita. I keep them on my altar. These are my personal ones that I have here on my altar. Here. And then also, I have, this is my personal stuff I'm sharing with you, but I really believe in this project of getting Srila Gurudev out to the devotees. I'm trying to inspire you, right? So what I have over here is, this is a flower petal. I have a few more. Right, that this was when Srila Gurudev was in Samadhi, then they put these garlands on his body before they buried him. So I have some of that saved. So we give like one flower petal for each of the people, for some of the people. I only have a small number of the people in the little boxes like this. So some people are going to get those in the packages when I describe them. Or here, when Srila Gurudev used to eat prasadam, then some devotees would save that rice and put it in the oven and make it into dry mahaprasadam. So I have just a little bit of that dry maha from the mouth of Srila Gurudev. And I'm being very stingy with this because this is going to last me my whole life and it's mine, right? I'm not giving that out to everyone. But some people, if you help get these Murtis to Srila Gurudev, because like there's one for one. If you get one, then we're going to give one Murti to one of the Bengali villagers or a sannyasi or like this, right? Then there's some people that I'll give 1 or 2 little grains of rice from Srila Gurudev's place, from Srila Gurudev's transcendental mouth, to be able to keep on your altar or eat it or do as you like with that. So that's some of the other things in the special packages that we're sharing. I also wanted to share with you in two of the packages, or some of the packages, there's different singhasanas or different thrones that you can have Srila Gurudeva on. So this is my favorite one. This is the one I highly recommend. In the thing, I think it's called the Peacock Singhasana. It's silver plated, it's made with nickel and stuff like that, and Gurudev just fits completely perfectly on it. You know that it's going to be a different face, right? This is not the face. You've got a better face coming. But for the Murti, but still the Singhasan, there's one that which is like a couch, it's like a sofa, it's a lot cheaper and it's kind of nice and it's kind of got that homely vibe. But this is like, that's what I want my Gurudev to sit on, right? On just Singhasan like this. It's beautiful. It's got the peacocks on the side. It's got the thing that just matches Srila Gurudev perfectly. They're very hard to get. Actually, when we get the orders in from me, this is one of the reasons why we need to pre-order them, is then we're going to send orders to the maker and have them custom made, have them sent specifically to be made, because you can't just go to the stores and buy these. So just one thing that I highly recommend is if you're choosing a package, if you choose one of the package that gets these Singhasans, then that's just really nice. Of course, the sofa Singhasan, the soft one, it's also sweet. It's nice. A lot of devotees get that. But I just wanted to show you this because it's gorgeous. It's fabulous. It's really pretty.